Yes, Thames Television, the station with knockers. Excuse me, there's one now.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's yours truly with another video today. And yes, I did go to work looking like this, minus the bandana, because I like to party like it was 1999. Yes, Back to the Future featuring Michael J. Fox in his two arguably most famous roles. First of all, Teen Wolf, and then, of course, Marty McFly. 1.21 gigawatts, Marty! That was a terrible Doc Brown impression, but you know what, folks? You know what isn't terrible? My everlasting enthusiasm for things 1980s and beyond, except for current day politics. Because the current day, as we know, ladies and gentlemen, is a complete load of poo-poo. And speaking of which, let's dive into this trailer for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
The name's Nukem. Duke Nukem. No, I'm not here to kick ass or chew bubblegum. I'm not here to get even with those alien bastards for shooting up my ride either. I'm here to tell you to watch Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog. So watch out for him and his babes of the 1980s. Oh, and one more thing. Hail to the king, baby.
Who you gonna call? Maybe Paul Rudd as Gruberson. Maybe Mechanic Race as the daughter of Harold Ramis's character. So let's carry on, folks, because this one is going to be a complete and utter doozy. I'm guessing this is 1983, hence the Bananarama song. It's a cruel, cruel summer. And my everlasting crush on Karen Woodward from that group. She was my absolute favorite until she married Andrew Ridgeley from Wham. You know, the man who pretends to play guitar for a living.
Hot one out there. In fact, there are heat alerts in effect for New Jersey, feeling like 100 degrees.
But does this feel like New Jersey? It feels more like Canada substituting for New Jersey. Uh-oh, Houston, we got a problem.
What is that?
It's a cloud of methane coming your way. That's Finn Wolfhard's girlfriend from the first film. Totally unnecessary, but we get a bit of thong action, so I'm good with that. I'm not going to complain. You've got to put a bit of sexy into Ghostbusters, so it makes sense. There's Carrie Coon right there. I'm getting those 1984 feels again from the first movie. I like that. But it's on a smaller budget. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not feeling overwhelmed here with like, oh my God. But, you know, they're obviously making a trilogy of these new Ghostbusters films. So I kind of like that. And no lady Ghostbusters, except for the young siblings we see here, which is absolutely fine by me. Yay!
For the first time in New York history, people froze to death in the middle of July.
What is it?
Oh, don't tell me this is a climate activist movie, is it? Because he's talking about the abnormality about the usually hot in July. And of course, if you get that Stevie Wonder reference, you're a better person than me. So Mr. Nanjiani's in this one. I guess he's the man who's going to help them solve their problems about preventing New York becoming frozen over in the next ice age. Because let's face it, folks, with the way the world is going at the moment and there's climate protesters out there, it will happen.
The death chill.
Dan Aykroyd got fat, Ernie Hudson still looks good, and Bill Murray's turned into a prune.
Your veins turn to rivers of ice. Your bones crack. And the last thing you see is your own tear ducts.
Patton Oswalt's ugly face.
Like, literally scared to death? So cool.
Shame you're not. Okay, so I'm intrigued by this character at the end here. Is this Mrs. Frozen Marshmallow Lady? Is it the tall Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village? Because that would be so awesome if it was her. I have no idea, folks. I'm obviously lost on this one, but obviously Gruberson is very excited to see this present here. We know it's a lady because there's curves, there's a dress coming out. Something's obviously escaped me here. I don't know who that's meant to be, so I am intrigued. Again, I would say the special effects in this film, they look okay. I wouldn't say they're the best things I've seen since Sliced Bread, but it's a bit of camp. It's a bit... You know, it's what it is. I mean, if this film, and back in the day when we saw the original Ghostbuster films, yes, I mean, you could actually say that the special effects in them were a lot better because a lot of them were practical. And obviously now, I think they're still trying to bring that back into the fold here. So, should be a good time, ladies and gentlemen. Coming out in the spring, which I guess is going to be hopefully a quiet month in 2024. And this should do well. I mean, the first film did okay. I mean, I was very passionate about it doing extremely well because of nostalgia bait. And I think the audience I watched it with at the time certainly got those feels like me and my buddy Sam did, but I'm not sure if that's still going to reminisce into 2024. And is there meant to be one more season of Stranger Things coming out? I seem to believe there was, but now it's been put on ice. You see what I did there? So I have no idea, folks, but I tell you what, if you enjoyed this video reaction today, how about doing me a solid and leaving a like and a comment below? And maybe if you want to, you might want to subscribe as well. But listen, folks, if you were me and if I were you, you might want to come back for the next video where I'm going to be wearing these silly glasses right here. Oh, that actually went wrong. You know what? I'll say that for the thumbnail.